ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
It's a Sith legend.
Darth Plagueis was a dark lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise, he could use the Force to influence the midi-chlorians to create light.
What's up, everybody? It's Josh. We need to talk about some brand new leaks for the Acolyte show. So, spoiler warning, possibility of this actually coming to fruition in the show, but it sounds nuts, and it also involves Darth Plagueis the Wise.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
So I'm actually going to read right from an article on Bespin Bulletin discussing the very latest updates from this leaker. But here's a little bit of context for you. This is a Twitter and Reddit user named Aoskes. This leaker recently just posted some stuff about the Jedi Tales with Dooku taking out a certain Jedi Master, and a lot of people are talking about that. And they've also talked about the Acolyte before. I have actually shared some of this information in a prior video. I'll link that in the description down below here. But I will sort of TLDR everything that's going on with the leaks. But first, let's read from this article on Bespin because it does a great job of kind of breaking down the old stuff and the new stuff. So it says here, the leaker starts by saying a character named Melody, which is a code name, is a central Jedi character who appears in the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte. Melody is a Padawan learner who makes a connection which leads to a friendship with our lead, Aura, presumably a code name as well, who's the main character of the show. When Aura's sister Miri is taken by the Jedi, apparently there is going to be a time jump after the 2nd episode in which the Jedi take the lead character's younger sister to the temple. And after the time jump, Melody, again a codename Jedi, is now a Jedi Knight and has been captured by the Sith Lord of the series, who is codenamed Paul. And this character, Paul, forces the lead, Aura, to kill her friend, the Jedi. In another tidbit, it is claimed we'll see a scene of Aura and Miri taking a boat ride down a river, and the duo see an alien creature in the distance towards the end of the river who starts to move towards them, and then they hastily turn the boat around and head back to their village. In the last tidbit, which is possibly the juiciest, is that this leaker claims that Darth Plagueis is involved with the series, but they aren't at liberty to say how or why. However, I have a theory, and I stress this is just a theory as to which character is likely Plagueis if he is involved. Now, I am going to share the theory that Bespin has. I think it's a pretty good one, and I actually had this thought immediately after hearing the first rounds of leaks for the Acolyte. But let's put things into context here, okay? So in the first 2 episodes, there's going to be this planet. It's got different environments. Like there's apparently swamp, desert, forest, all kinds of different stuff on this planet. And there's a village there that is home to the main character and her younger sister, okay? This village is continuously being raided and attacked by these aliens, and that's going to be one of the aliens that the sisters see in that boat trip and sort of turn around. These aliens, maybe not even fully sentient, keep attacking the village of Aura, the main character. Now, according to the leaks, the Jedi are going to make a deal with the village to protect them, but they make a deal to take Miri, the younger sister of the lead, who is Force sensitive, to be trained as a Jedi. Something's going to happen in this sequence where this character Melody, who is a Jedi Padawan at the beginning of the show, later becomes a Jedi Knight. She is going to form a friendship with Aura. Aura is too old to be trained, but she is Force sensitive, okay? That character is then going to be forced to kill the older version of Melody once she's a Jedi Knight, because they're all going to be captured by this Sith Lord Paul. Now, Paul is a code name. Who knows what the actual name of the Sith is going to be, but this is apparently going to be a young human male, okay? So a young human male will be this Sith Lord that has, taken presumably Aura to become an Acolyte, and they're all going to be like killing these Jedi, doing some kind of a challenge here to beat out other acolytes. And presumably part of the show is about somebody wanting to be the apprentice of the actual full-on Sith Lord. Maybe they think it is Paul. And you see, that's kind of the crux of this theory here, because there was another character mentioned in the leaks. This character was said to be an alien character that's very political and will be helping the main character Aura. Apparently, together, this alien character and Aura will be able to beat out all of the other people that want to be the acolyte or that want to be the apprentice of the Sith Lord. Now, this alien character is codenamed Pen, but there was something intriguing in the first leak that said this character is very wise and very political, not necessarily strong as a Force user. But it's a very like kung fu film idea that a master would disguise himself as just a learner and sort of mingle among other students. That's a trope. We actually even see that in the first Batman Begins movie, where Ra's al Ghul is pretending to be one of his lieutenants, right? And this is just sort of to throw everybody off. It's in some ways to protect him. So there's a history of this, right, in genre filmmaking, even in Star Wars with Padme, right? So this is the thing. So it is possible here that what we're looking at in this film is going to be this crazy thing where there's this village out in space, there's these aliens that are raiding them, the Jedi come in, right? And they see that these aliens are raiding the village, and they promise to offer protection to the village. But in exchange for this protection, they require taking the young daughter, or their young sister rather, of the main character to be trained as a Jedi, okay? Now, word is the aliens are going to attack again, and it's going to be too late. The Jedi are not going to show up in time. They'll come back. There's going to be a lot of beef there. And at some point, the Sith Lord Paul is going to show up, and he's going to recruit the main character to become Sith and an acolyte. Presumably, after the first two episodes, there's going to be a time jump in which this main character, now as a Sith acolyte, will be forced to kill the Jedi, or one of the Jedi, that visited that village when they were younger. She wants to find her sister, she wants to do all of these different things, but she's also now on this path to actually become either a Sith acolyte or an apprentice of a Sith Lord. Now, Paul, again, that's a code name. He's not actually going to be named Paul, or at least he better freaking not be. That character is going to be running the show and having some kind of a contest among the different acolyte characters. And this is where the original leak comes from with this character, Pen. And the leak was that Aura, not good enough to take out the other acolytes on her own, but with the help of Darth Plagueis, maybe, Pen, they're actually able to beat out these other people and to become the acolyte. And what's crazy about this is, what if the character of Aura, or the main character of the acolyte show, was going to replace even Palpatine? And what if at the end of this show, maybe it has multiple seasons or something like that, we see Palpatine actually take this Aura character out, closing the loop? Or maybe we see Darth Plagueis actually be taken out by Palpatine in one of these seasons or something, because this is happening in the High Republic time period, right before the rise of Palpatine, right before the prequels, the end of the High Republic, and that is around the time that Plagueis is killed by Darth Sidious. So tons of really cool stuff here. I mean, here's the thing. I think this plot sounds really intriguing and cool. I'm excited to see how it could all play out, but it actually sounds really interesting, and I would love this for the character of Darth Plagueis. It would be a really cool way to introduce this character, and if this character, Pen, is a Mun, I mean, we're all just going to be like, yo, that's Plagueis, but it'll still be really exciting to see how that plays out. Anything that gives us more information on the dark side, how the Sith acolytes, the Sith Order, the rule of two, how all of that was working, is really intriguing stuff. I know there are a lot of concerns with some Star Wars fans about this show dealing with like activism, pushing progressive politics, or just being female-centric, which was literally the way Lucasfilm first described the show. For me personally, while I understand those concerns, the Sith stuff and this Plagueis stuff and just some of the, I mean, this just frankly sounds like a really, really cool story with like the raiding of the village and stuff like that. So I'm going to withhold judgment until I see it, but I am getting a little bit excited based upon these crazy plot leaks. So let me know what you think about these plot leaks. You think this is sick? And how do you think fans would react to Darth Plagueis being used in this way in the show? Let me know in the comment section below. Slap a like on this video if you enjoyed it. And come on by our live streaming channel where you can ask me about this plot leak live and in the moment, and I'll give you my feedback and answer right then and there.